had. We went off and got married our freshman year, had both of our children before we left college. We're true business partners in marriage. We go everywhere together. I spend more time with her, been married to her 26 years, and have 2 grandbabies, love them more today than I ever have. But I don't like her all the time. There's a bunch of times every day I don't like her. You know, I'm a nut about brushing my teeth. If I can get a toothbrush, I'll brush my teeth 4, 5, 6 times a day. And Angela's always forgetting everything. You know, she's always leaving the cap off the toothpaste, you know? And when I go in there to brush my teeth, the cap's off the toothpaste. It's got that hard little crust around the edge. Pardon me. And just burns me more than I can tell you. I get on Angela's nerves about a lot of things. We were having dinner last week, and every time we get through, Angela kicks me under the table and says, you ain't got no class. I wish you could learn to eat with your mouth closed. But see, folks, if you want to win in business, everything's not going to work out the way you want it to, but you've got to be committed. I want to have great kids. I want to have a wonderful relationship. I want to have tremendous grandbabies. Another key to building this winning edge in business is you've got to learn to treat people good. You've got to learn to treat people good. Another thing that these universities pollute American corporations with is this attitude: you better not get to know your employees. You better not become friends or get to know the spouse or the children of your employees, because you might have to fire them. You might have to reassign them. And if you're close friends, you can't manage people in a tough-minded way. Bull. Folks, the only way to manage people and get the most out of people is to treat them good. Learn to love them and care about them. Yes, it's going to hurt from time to time, but it's the only way. You know, everybody you work with in business, you got to look at them like pretend there's a flashing sign on their chest. Everybody's asking you, make me feel special. Make me feel important. Say something good to me. I want to be somebody. Another key to winning in business in America today is, folks, you need to establish the right kind of priorities. The first company I went with was ITT 15 years ago. When I was out there struggling, dying every day, wanting to quit and go back coaching 1,000 times. My first heroes in this business were vice presidents at ITT making $40,000 or $50,000 a year. And I said, man, if I could ever be that good kind of person, it'd be a dream come true. I couldn't want any more out of life. A few years later, I earned the right to get promotions into that level and found so many of my heroes in business, their personal lives were a disaster. They're alcoholics, divorced 3, 4, and 5 times. I just read an article about the author of In Search of Excellence, and I saw where he says, I can't find evidence of any successful business person in America who's not tunnel vision, that doesn't give everything to business. Folks, I said back then, 15 years ago, that if that's the price you have to pay to win in business, it's not worth it. 15 years later, a multi-millionaire. Folks, I can stand and preach to you, but you can't separate your personal life from your business life. God's got to come first, your family's got to come second, and your business has to come third. And if you believe you have a lousy spiritual life and a lousy personal life, long range is going to be devastating to your business. And another thing in building this winning attitude is, I see tall people make it big in business. I see short people, dumb people, smart people, fat people, skinny people. But if you cut open the winners, I see a heart of a champion. And these are all competitors and they don't quit. I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something saying, dadgummit, you're supposed to do something. You're supposed to go for it. You're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do that the $50,000 a year person doesn't do? You look at outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They're both the same sex, they're both the same age, they have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful, they work hard, they're good family people, make tough commitments, But what's the difference? What's the $500,000 a year person do the $50,000 a year person doesn't do? He pays the price a little bit more. He works hard a little bit more. He's loyal to the company a little bit more. He bleeds a little bit more. He makes money a little bit more. He saves money a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you've got to be tough and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today is building this winning edge. Is, folks, you got to want to win in business. You got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something that's run by a leader. See, I thought one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words, just intimidated me. And said, Art, you can never be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go and back coach football for a living? And I found two things out about these smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today, because I find that smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always looking for a quicker and easier way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And so see somebody like Art Williams, everybody says, well, he can't do it. Somebody like that can't do it, but he does. See, folks, I want you to know that almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They're almost over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost, in everything they do, almost is a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody that they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go into business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country and I've seen people say, you can count on me. Wonderful, just do it. I guarantee this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper, just do it. If I could just have one good month and get the ball rolling, I know I can make it big. Super, just do it. If I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. Great, just do it. If I could just sell my house, do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Super duper. Just do it. I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What do? You just do it. I'm vice president now. Can I quit doing it? Nope. I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting. What do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. All my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, do it then. I'm going to save some money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. I don't feel like I've had enough training. What do? You just do it. My manager don't give me no help. What do? You just do it. You don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start down off the bottom here and do it again, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. What's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to have finally achieved something you need and how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else, and how wonderful it is to finally be somebody that they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.